Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the Black Couture Counselor, and today on Black Couture Explores, we are going to be talking about something different. We're going to be talking about racial injustice that is happening in our country today. As a Black woman, as a therapist, as an expressive arts therapist, there is a lot that's happening today. And I've been sitting over the weekend in this uncomfortable space because this is not something I typically talk about to the public. But I want to use my platform to talk about how I'm feeling and just like letting people know what's up. Because one thing I do pride myself on is that, one, I don't feel like I need to educate anybody about my culture and my experience. That's on you to find out and find resources for yourself. Secondly, I feel like as a Black woman, I have been in a lot of systematic issues, systematic racism, and I've also been around a lot of white people throughout my life. I grew up in a town that was all filled with people of color, Black people everywhere. And when I made that switch into a magnet school, my life changed. I met a lot of people outside of my race. I went to a college that was predominantly white. I went to a graduate program that was predominantly white. And I have predominantly white friends. So when it comes to conversations like this, I think people take it for granted, or they sit back and they say, oh, I have that token Black friend, so I don't need to say anything. Or I don't know what to say. And I think that, as a person that is welcoming of everybody, sometimes I feel like my friends don't say shit. They sit back and they don't use their voice. And that shows me that, one, you don't respect me as a Black woman, and two, you don't respect my culture to not say anything. And I can say over the weekend, I've seen friends that I keep really close not open their mouth. And you know what happened? They got unfollowed or blocked. Because I will not sit here and have people look like me be killed by people that look like you, and you have nothing to say. Like, nothing to say. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I also want to open up the dialogue for people who are saying stuff, because I do have plenty of friends who are using their platforms to say things. I have plenty of friends that are directing other people to places where there can be donations, there can be bails, there can be people that you can talk to. Also, I do want to open up the conversation around, reaching out to your friends of color, because it is a hard world that we live in. And we've been doing this our whole lives. Some of you guys have been, jumping on the tracks months ago or years ago, but I've been Black my whole life, and that's not going to change. So I think there is a space for a dialogue and community, and also the way that we express ourselves. As an expressive arts therapist, I encourage people to use their voice. I encourage people to use their art. I encourage people to reach out to me in ways that, will comfort me, as well as finding ways to comfort yourself. Like, I'm always here to be that person to say, yo, you need to take a seat, or go take a walk, or put yourself in timeout, or do some artwork, So I'm here for that. But I just wanted to take the time and to say, this is how I'm feeling. And if you have something that you need to say to me, or you feel offended by what I'm saying, then let's have a conversation. Let's have a dialogue. Because one thing about me is that I'm not going to change being Black. So there's going to be these injustice systems that are set up that can be changed, and all we have to do is sit down and have a conversation about it. So leave some questions down below. You can either private message me or DM me. If you blocked, maybe you can text me. I don't know. But yeah, let's open up this conversation. And I'm like so excited to continue to talk about this and maybe even come back with some other techniques that I'm using right now to hold myself and to hold my community. So yeah, let's do this together. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.